Mac, Susan's gone. Susan worked in a dangerous world.
Looked at the video, all the surveillance. Something else went on in that room.
Who did this?
Unleash the beast mode.
You've made dozens of movies, and this is your first sequel. Why?
Well, because of the success of the first one. So the studio was happy about that. So they hired the writer and said, go write another one. I didn't have to make any commitment. I said, well, good. First of all, everything is good. They like it, the people like it, we made money. He's writing, we'll see. He wrote it, I read it, I went, oh, wow.
For me, it was just a good script, you know, and I enjoy working with Denzel, and I like the character Robert McCall.
How you doing? I'm the Lyft driver that you called to take home your girlfriend.
Not a girlfriend, man.
Oh, credit card was invalid.
Come in.
First of all, being a Lyft driver, just it was an interesting new world for the character. But most importantly, the relationship that he has with Miles and with Ashton Saunders was that made it.
Should make the building do that. That's what they supposed to do.
Supposed to do and will do are two different things, Miles.
You know they got painting companies around here.
I know they charge $600–700 to do the job. I know that.
All right. So I'll do this for $350.
You?
At some point, the film says that your character, Robert McCall, is a superhero. Is this a superhero movie?
Oh, Miles says that at
Yeah.
the end, yeah. I don't think we need a category. Every movie doesn't have to be categorized.
Well, yeah, it's fun. That was more like, in a kid's mind, a young man's mind, he sees him as a superhero, but in reality, you know, it's a father-son story. So I think what I was saying there was that, you know, a father is a hero, right? He drives a Malibu. That's why he jokes about that, you know, so.
You know, it doesn't have to, in fact, probably what's good about it is it doesn't fit into a box. I've talked to people who said that they've cried doing it, you know, that they were touched. But then, you know, then the adrenaline is going, and there's humor, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if he had fancy cars and he's a billionaire and wore tuxedos, and it'd be Batman, right? Because all of a sudden, but he's grounded, you know. He's like, he doesn't have all the gadgets.
You knocked on the wrong door tonight, Pops.
Your character, Robert McCall, he has this very significant moral code, and he uses some brutal violence against somebody who doesn't follow this code or breaks it. Do you think you can call him a hero?
I don't think he looks at himself that way. I think he's utilizing the gift that he's been given. I think he recognizes that he first looks to give the person the option to change their ways, if you will. And then he executes justice if they don't.
He's a hero in the movie, absolutely. You know, in real life, he has some problems, you know, the police come, you know. But in the movie, absolutely, he's a hero.
What are your own personal limits when it comes to violence in movies? Do you watch gory horror films, or do movies have to have a heart like this one?
It has to have some heart. It has to be some reason for violence, not just violence for violence. I don't watch horror films. No, The Exorcist is the last one I saw. I was done after that.
I'm not a big movie person, actually. The only movie I've seen this year, no, I've seen 3 movies this year. Black Klansman, my son, Equalizer 2, and Black Panther.
Oh, only 3 movies?
Only 3, because I was doing a play on Broadway for 6 months, so I was busy.
We all gotta pay for our sins.